All right, so today I'm here with my mom, who is a physician, and we're just gonna kind of talk about. So she's been treating COVID patients for quite a while, ever since like the pandemic started. I have officially lost track. Actually, I lost track a while ago of how long the pandemic has lasted, but we're just gonna kind of talk about her experiences in the hospital, as well as just kind of her journey with fitness and nutrition. So with that, I kind of want to start by asking, what do you think is the biggest lesson that we've learned from the pandemic?
I think the biggest lesson that we have learned from the pandemic is prevention. Um, if we would have followed just basic prevention steps like washing hands and masks and social distancing, probably the pandemic would not have been this bad. And not only that, even the patients that I've seen in the hospital, um, the patients who had risk factors like obesity and diabetes did much worse than the other patients. So diabetes and obesity is something that's preventable. So that even in that case, prevention could have played a very vital role.
Yeah, like we didn't know very much at the beginning of the pandemic, but I definitely agree that like by wearing masks and social distancing for sure, and staying at home and not meeting with people, I feel like that would have been made a big difference. But now we know better, and we can start. It's never too late to start. So, but yeah, but I kind of wanted to relate it back to preventing chronic illnesses like diabetes, heart disease, and things like that. Like you mentioned that by wearing masks and social distancing, we can prevent COVID-19, but that like we can apply that same like concept to chronic illnesses and how we can adopt some healthier habits earlier on in life. And it doesn't mean like I'm gonna eat salad for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and dessert all day, every day. Like you can make tiny choices by maybe like taking the stairs instead of the elevator, or instead of eating cake for dessert, which I'm not saying you should completely stop unhealthy habits, but like, just kind of implementing more of those like tiny habits.
I think it's all about balance because you gotta have that chocolate cake once in a while.
For sure.
So it's just finding that fine balance between healthy habits.
Yeah, like implementing more healthy habits into your life earlier on, so that later in life you don't have restrictions and you don't have to live with like a chronic illness, which is, that could kind of limit your activity or whatever that